What's up, guys? We are here at the new office on the square. We've been working on the front facade this week, the Sapele windows. They really are turning out fantastic. I did have a darker stain that I was going to put on the wood, but I'm thinking now that we're just going to try to leave it this natural color. Just got a really neat look to it. We are going to paint our Michael Graves blue on the beadboard up there. You can see the Latin epigram that we try to hide in all our projects. The details just really turned out fantastic. You can see here, it's supposed to look like this box was just inserted into the frame opening. And so the guys, they've got a little bit more done on this side. It really has come together nicely on this side. Just some really cool details. They'll end up framing this side. I am a little bit worried. We've got to fish some wire up in here to get the exit sign. The electrician is coming back tomorrow, so hopefully we can figure that out. And then we've got to figure out how to get power to this canopy in the front. Oh, God, it just may be a little bit of a challenge. We may have to come from above and have a little bit of exposed conduit. But that's not too bad. We've tried to conceal most everything that we can, but the windows just really look great. Just have turned out fantastic. It's very, very nice. They're gonna have some great views onto the square. This entryway is really neat. So yeah, next steps are to hopefully get some columns set in the back to finish the electrical. I talked to the roofer yesterday. We still need to get a roof on the project, so we're gonna try to do that. It really turned out fantastic. It's kind of amazing how much time it took to design this, and then after it's built, it looks very simple. So again, this wood is Sapele or Sapele or I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that, and I haven't talked to anybody that really knows for sure, but it is an African hardwood, and it's part of the mahogany family. It is an excellent wood for exterior windows because it is very stable. And for those of you who do not know, wood expands and contracts. It's porous. And so Sapele is a very dense wood. In fact, it's 10% denser than oak. So when you pick up a piece, it's very heavy. But it's got this great, it's almost an orange tint to it. And what we're gonna do is hopefully preserve that when we put our sealer on top of the wood. We're gonna test some pieces here this week. But if you can tell, here's a nice piece. It's got this ribbing in it. And so when you make furniture, those stripes are what you want to accentuate. And if you get in real close, it almost looks like it shimmers. It's got this kind of wavy look to it. And so that piece right there is actually quarter sawn. Now, most of these pieces are plain sawn. Quarter sawn is more expensive. We just ended up with a quarter sawn piece there. This piece right here in front is more of a plain sawn cut. That's how you divide the log up. When you take the tree down, you can see right here is another quarter sawn piece. But there's just some really great patterning on it. Right here, we're gonna have our Michael Graves signature blue that we put on the entry of all our projects. And then this is the Latin epigram that we also hide on all our projects as well. There is a video I have on this that goes into the detailed explanation of the Latin epigram, but basically it says, enter good, leave better. And that's believed to have been somewhere on the Acropolis, is where that quote originally came from. So the idea here was that the windows would be inserted into this old opening. So you can see what we did was we let the wood piece bypass to make it look like the inside is passing to the outside and the outside is passing to the inside. We did that over here. It's a little more easy to see right here. And then this piece goes up, it's kind of cool, and then it transitions into that piece there. So this whole frame is part of that. And then this top piece, see how it comes over and forms this crown piece on the top. Just really a lot of fun and interesting. So these are solid wood pieces. So as they get nicked up and chipped up over the years, they should get better with time. But yeah, so that's the Sapele front windows. We do have a little bit of a challenge here of getting in our exit sign. We're gonna have to go back and drill a hole for that. And we've got a speaker and a light that we've got to drill in right here. But you can see the wood matches pretty well with the old pine ceiling. And by treating the wood naturally, not trying to put any stain in the sealer, that is in keeping with how we have treated the other pieces of structure in here. We're not going to stain the ceiling. This is the old pine boards. They patina and darken over time, and so that is the actual color that they are. And this is the steel. This is the color that it is when it comes from the mill. And of course, the brick is the brick. We uncovered that by getting the plaster off the walls. The guys have been putting in a lot of conduit. This building is extremely wired. Of course, it's an architect's office, so we've got a lot of technology and computers, and we have a lot of data lines and everything that have to be placed. In fact, we've got another panel here. We decided that this panel was so full that we would add a second spare panel for anything in the future, that we were just literally had taken up every single slot in the panel. You can see there, it's pretty neat. But yeah, so this is kind of the open space right here. This is what it will look like when we move in, pretty much. We will have desks, and of course we are putting back in the old heart pine flooring. These are the original doors right here. And the guys have kind of moved some of these pieces into position. We've got to finish the restrooms. It's like anything, there's just not enough, it's not enough work for guys to do. They don't want to piecemeal it, so what ends up happening is we end up waiting on a sub. Like now we're waiting on our electrician to finish up so everybody else can come back and finish their pieces. We got the old panel off the wall in the back here. Really looks pretty neat. This old brick, we'll have to get that plywood off the brick wall as well. And you can see where we even got some natural daylight coming in the back where we took all of that off. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the space. The lights aren't on right now since we removed all the meters and everything, but that's where we are currently. So you guys stay tuned for progress. Hopefully we're gonna see a lot of activity over the next couple weeks with the roof and the steel, and hopefully enclosing the front portion of the building with a new roof, and that'll prevent this thing from leaking. Had a lot of challenge with that, but yeah, so that was a quick tour. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate you doing that. And as always, if you could hit that like button, that really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next time. Take care.